The MCT4 email server has the ability to send alarm messages to email and SMS. Up to 30 addresses can be programmed into the system to receive emails, SMS text messages, or both when an alarm occurs. You can access email settings by selecting Menu, Settings, Menu, Email. Select New to add new email addresses to the system. For each entry, enter the recipient's name, email address, and SMS number, up to 50 characters each. Turn on the email alarm or SMS alarm options to specify which addresses the alarm messages are to be sent to. Press the Create button to add the user to the list. Note that the SMS address is specific to the service provider. Each service provider has their own unique address. However, the phone number is always the name for the address entry. Some examples are shown here. You can search online or contact your carrier. The Addresses tab allows the user to view the list of email addresses entered in the MCT4. Each entry will show the notification method and email and phone number associated with it. Settings provides access to the email server configuration, which is how the MCT4 is able to connect and send email messages over its Ethernet connection. Each field may have up to 50 characters. The login field is used to enter the login name required to log into your company's mail server. You can use your login if one is not set up specifically for the MCT4 on your network. Contact your network administrator for assistance. The return address is the address given for the MCT4 on your company's mail server. The MCT4 does not accept email messages. However, this field is required for proper email delivery for security and anti-spam purposes. If using your personal login name, you can also use your personal email address if one is not set up specifically for the MCT4 on your network. The password field is used, if required, by your network server to send email. The SMTP field is for entering the address of the email server used for sending emails. This must be a valid mail server for which the above settings allow MCT4 access. The subject field is used to enter the subject line for emails and text messages. It can be used to provide an identifier to the recipients of the alarm message to know which device it is coming from. While it can be left blank, many firewalls and spam filters will filter out messages without subject lines. It can also be useful for identifying a particular unit on the factory floor. The port field is used to set the port number that will be used on the device for email operations. For non-secure connections, meaning no SSL or TLS, port 25 is the default. The SSL TLS button is used to enable or disable Secure Socket Layer (SSL) and Transport Security Layer (TLS) functionality. These protocols are used to provide an authenticated connection between servers and clients as well as encrypt information between the two. It should be noted that the MCT4 uses the explicit mode of securing the connection to the mail server. This typically uses the same port as clear text, which is usually port 25 or port 587. In this mode, the MCT4 will connect to the mail server, then request a secure connection. Once the secure connection has been established, the MCT4 will transmit the email over the secured connection. The MCT4 does not support the implicit mode of securing the connection, which is typically done over port 465. Common services, Gmail for example, by default use the implicit mode of securing the connection. This model assumes that the link is secure from the start, and all communication is done using secure protocols. The MCT4 can connect to the Gmail SMTP server, but in order to do so you must specify port 587 instead of port 465. You must also adjust the security settings of the Google account to which the login and password is associated with to allow less secure app access. This does not make the account less secure. It simply allows the MCT4 to connect to the Gmail server over an open connection, and then establish a secure connection. Once all settings have been made, be sure to press Save to begin using the new values and store them, so that on the next power-up, the settings will be retained. The body of the email and SMS text message will contain the description of the alarm condition as it would appear on the alarm screen. If the mail server is down, or the MCT4 is not connected to the network, the message will not be sent, and a local alarm message on the alarm screen will indicate a transmission failure. You also have the ability to send short email messages to users configured in the MCT4 email server. You can do this by selecting Menu, Settings, Menu, Message. Press Compose to create a brief message, up to 100 characters, using the keypad. When you are finished entering the message, press Done. The completed message will then be shown in the message window. Press the Send button to select the email recipients you wish to receive the message and send the message.